What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? All right, let's switch it up a little bit. I haven't really heard too much about these guys, so I pretty much built a team around the Xenoverse villains. So as you can see, this is Mira. Came out a long time ago, I think, but causes supreme damage to enemy and 70% increase to attack for when performing a super attack. Now, a lot of the links they'll be sharing is the Xenoverse. I believe it's a 20% or 25% increase to attack. So this is the Demigra card and looks to be supreme damage as well. Rare chance to stun the enemy with the SA. Passive skill does have the high chance to stun the enemy. So again, you know, the Xenoverse is one of the link skills that predominantly they'll be sharing. And this is the Towa card. I know there's been the Darkness Towa released in JP. I guess Global might get her at some point, but she does cause extreme damage to enemy and great lowers defense. Passive skill is pretty much just +2 ki for all allies, so a little bit outdated in terms of skill sets or whatnot, but you know, regardless of the case, I figured it'd be interesting to kind of test this out. It is a private server, so just another heads up each video. It's pretty much a double lead Rose team setup, and just purely a villains team. I do have, you know, characters included that do provide either ki boost or attack boost with link skills or whatnot. So that's pretty much the format you're looking at for this video. So just to cover it again, the Mira card maxed out at Rainbow status will have, you know, HP of 13,672. Attack will be at 12,578. Defense will be 8,902. Like again, it came out on the banners a while ago. The 12 ki multiplier is 130% for this guy. And for the Towa card, her maxed out status is 14,125 for HP, 12,611 for attack, and defense is at 9,135. Her ki multiplier is 130%. And for the Demigra card, looks to be 14,024 for HP. Attack is at 12,478, and then 9,052 for defense. And the multiplier is 140% for that guy. And you know, the super attack chance of stunning is 20% for super attack, you know, and then 40% chance to stun with a normal attack. So you'll see them pretty much linked up with each other throughout this video, just because they do share that Xenoverse passive skill that does, you know, help out with the attack boost. But you know, Rose does provide the ki boost as well, so that certainly helps to make sure they get the SA every time. You're kind of seeing glimpses of, you know, their attack potential. Like right here, you'll see Demigra, but Meta-Cooler is actually providing substantial boost with the. I think he actually provides a ki boost and an attack boost, if I remember correctly. So that's kind of why I included him on there, just to kind of maximize potential. 650,000 for, you know, pretty much an outdated character isn't too bad. And you know, you'll see this kind of flow continuously. I kind of kept to that format instead of splicing it up based on the character showcase. I'm just gonna leave it continuous since it is, you know, 3 characters being showcased for this video. And like I said, I haven't really heard too much about these guys recently. You know, Towa a little bit because that Dragon Ball Fusions or Heroes banner came out for JP not too long ago, and she had the Agility Darkness Towa version come out not too long ago. But you know, in terms of the other guys, you really don't hear about them much, and there's not that much coverage about it in recent times. So I figured I'd bring it back a little bit and just kind of, you know, see how they do within a team, since there have been new cards out since then. So I figured I'd build a team around that and see what the updated, you know, team builds look like. And I'm actually testing this out on speed battle since it seems like majority of the videos I've done recently are in Boss Rush 3, so just wanted to mix it up a little bit. I mean, are they relevant right now? And you know, is it worth rainbowing them? More than likely not. I mean, there's many cards that are better. But again, you know, like I say in every video, this is purely intended to kind of visually represent what they look like at, you know, rainbow status and what kind of potential they have. In case, you know, anybody's wondered, you know, how they are maxed out, this is kind of the reason why it's being done. And I'll try and, you know, link all three together in a round specifically, just to see how they all do. I mean, they'll provide their own, you know, link skills to each other, and I'm sure attacks will be maximized through that. But you know, the bad thing about, you know, this whole system is you can always maintain the same 2 characters in a rotation throughout the battle, but not all 3. You know, it interchanges, so you know, it's hard to get all 3 to line up a lot, since, you know, it's, like I said, it's based on a rotation system. But you know, overall it shouldn't be too bad, just to see how they are. More than likely, if I put him at the very end, the other 2 guys would have KO'd Goku here, so you know, that's why I kind of decided to just put him at the very front, even though I did want to tweak, you know, the cycle a little bit, make sure all 3 of those guys lined up. But you know, it is kind of a showcase purpose for 3 guys specifically, and even if they don't link up necessarily all together, Cooler's providing enough of a passive boost to Demigra, it doesn't really factor in as much. I'm actually surprised that Mira can actually hit pretty decently. Towa, unfortunately, she's going into Dokkan mode. She doesn't hit too hard, but you know, I think when her card initially came out, she was meant more as a support unit, and you kind of see that more clearly with the agility version. You know, with her passive, she provided pretty decent key and stats boost for. I can't remember if it's extreme or extreme agility types, one of the 2, but her benefit was more or less through her function as a support unit than, you know, purely attacking anyway. I mean, Mira's output looks to be about 400,000 so far. I mean, and you know, obviously he had type disadvantage at that point, but you know, 400 to 500, maybe even 600 with the critical, not too bad for, you know, a pretty old card, to be honest. I mean, I was kind of thinking of ideas of what videos to do, and this is kind of one that came up. You know, I figured it'd be pretty interesting to do it, so this is what you're seeing. We'll switch it up because Demigra has been linking up with Metal Cooler for a while, so let's kind of switch things up and tweak out the cycle a little bit. And yeah, of course he's gonna die, but that's fine. We needed to switch things up a little bit anyway. I'm going to use a Yemma just in case, you know, just for backup, I guess, in a way. It is type of disadvantage, and, you know, the stats aren't like 120%. Not that I'll more than likely I won't need it, but, you know, it's always good to be, you know, cautious just in case. He seems to be hitting additional attack a lot. And I guess with the critical 540,000, so that's really not too bad. Again, is it worth maxing out? Probably not. I mean, there are plenty of units that can hit for much harder, but Like I said, this is just for anybody that's had any curiosity as to what they look like maxed out. Is purely a showcase for that purpose. So it looks like they'll be lined up, all three of them, in the next round. So that's kind of what I was shooting for. And we'll just go through this one, and I'm sure Rage Trunks will be KO'd immediately, and then we'll see what happens. So you're seeing the other characters hit for a lot higher numbers, so that should kind of give you a perspective as to, one, you know, is it worth investing orbs, and number two, how outdated these cards actually are. Alright, so all three are lined up, so let's go ahead and take a look how they do together. So it looks like Mira does link better with Towa, so we'll see if we need to switch it back to that format, but you know, 400,000 consistently hitting like that, not too bad. Let's see if Demigra does better, 245,000, so definitely less than when he was linked with Metal Cooler. So even though you know, the link skills are linking up, you know, with each other, it's better off having passives from other characters in a way. Alright, well, I think I'll probably go ahead and wrap it up here, so thanks for watching, and catch you guys later.